Hola, hola, hello.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to Funnelhead.
What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Funnelheads. Today we're going to be discussing 10 things you should know before cruising to Alaska. Of course, this video will be helpful for those of you that are already booked on cruises to Alaska or looking to book cruises to Alaska. We're also going to use our personal videos behind me talking, so you don't have to look at me the entire time. It'll be much easier on the eyes, I promise. Now, if you're new to the channel or returning and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, becoming part of our Funnelhead family. We'd absolutely love to have you. Commenting, liking, sharing the video with family and friends really helps the channel grow, and we appreciate it tremendously. But let's get right into today's video. Now, in no particular order, number one is going to be have a backup plan at each and every port of call. And the reason for this is, as you probably know, Alaska weather is very unpredictable. And I can't tell you how many guests had one activity or shore excursion planned, and unfortunately it was canceled either the day before or the day of, and they were scrambling at that point to figure out something else to do and were ultimately disappointed. This is a once in a lifetime trip for many people, and the last thing you want to do is, have all your eggs in one basket and then be super let down with the day. So have a backup plan, maybe even two, just in case, your first choice doesn't work out. At least you could still have a fantastic rest of the day. Now, number two, we highly recommend, if it's in your budget, to get a balcony stateroom. On this cruise specifically, we used our balcony more than any other cruise that we've done in the past, and that's because there's just so much to see, whether it's in the morning, during the day, or at night. We enjoyed coffee, breakfast, late night drinks on it, and it's because you don't want to miss out in Alaska. There's so many sights, sounds, smells to take in, and you will not be disappointed in getting a balcony. Now, number three is probably going to come at a small surprise because we always recommend doing this. However, on this cruise, we do not recommend doing, a cheers package or any type of all-inclusive with alcohol package. And the reason for this is because, your itinerary is most likely going to include several stops in Alaska. The days at port are going to be longer than most other cruises. You're going to be busy. You're just not going to have enough time, and it's just not going to be worth it in the long run. So we would recommend, just paying as you go as far as on the cruise ship. Maybe bring, your bottle of wine per adult if you like wine, and then it's Alaska. You're probably going to want to try, some of their mixed drinks, their different beers that they have on tap. And honestly, the prices of drinks in Alaska are going to be cheaper than the cruise ship. It's not a huge difference, but it is cheaper, and that is worth it in our opinion. Now moving on to number 4, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many of you, including me. I have no idea if we're ever going to get back to Alaska. I would like to think that we will, but nothing is ever guaranteed. And when you're going on a trip like this specifically, you really want to make the most of it. So make sure you do things memorable. This is the time to spend money on certain things that you've always wanted to do. And usually I don't say that, we are super frugal with money. That's why we're able to cruise so often. But for Alaska, we went all out because, again, we didn't know when we were going to get back there. And you can't do some of these specific activities and excursions really anywhere else in the world. So I would highly suggest that you just make the most of it. Spend that little extra money. You will not be disappointed and you'll have an amazing story to tell. Now, number 5 is a simple one, but that is pack and wear layers. Of course, we're going to be doing a video on what to bring and what not to bring, what to wear, what not to wear in Alaska. However, it is very important that you pack and wear layers. We went in the middle of summer to Alaska, and overall it was very warm. However, there was times that we were stone cold, especially when we went on the Mendenhall Glacier, also through the Tracy Arm Fjord where it was raining. It was super windy and it took us like an hour to warm up after we were done with the excursion. So definitely bring those layers and wear them. Now, number 6 is going to be on the cruise ship itself, but that is go outside and enjoy the views, enjoy the beauty of everything around you. Because unfortunately, at some points, we treated this like a normal, regular cruise. There was lots of activities, of course, because it's a cruise ship, and you felt like you were missing out on some of those. But those activities are always going to be on another cruise, but the beauty around you is not. So, if I were you going again, I would definitely skip some of the regular cruise activities that you've probably done before. If it's your first cruise, then absolutely enjoy some of those, but I'd rather have been outside, looking for more wildlife, just taking in the fresh Alaska air. Now, number 7 kind of goes hand in hand with number 5, and that is wear layers. However, this one is going to be bring your rain weather gear every day. Every day you are in Alaska, make sure you're either wearing your rain weather gear or bringing it with you in a backpack or a bag or whatnot, because Alaska's literal slogan from the locals is if you don't like the weather in Alaska, wait 5 minutes because it'll change. And it rains frequently, it's foggy, it's misty. It doesn't matter what time of year you go, it's going to be, just kind of unpredictable. So make sure you have that that rain gear with you, because it's much better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Now, number 8 is another simple one, but actually a lot of our fellow guests didn't know when we went to Alaska, and that is you can ask your cabin steward for an Alaskan blanket, and it's basically just a large, oversized, fleece blanket that you can use. It's great if you have a balcony, or if you just want to take it up, onto the Lido deck or one of the outside decks, and enjoy it while you're looking at the view. There's nothing better than having that blanket wrapped around you, having a coffee, hot chocolate, hot tea, whatever you prefer, but it does wonders. It keeps you so warm, and it's fantastic. Now, number 9, you're probably going to do this anyway, which is pack a bathing suit. However, don't just pack it, actually use it. On these cruise ships, they have wonderful hot tubs, and some of the best days at sea, either going through Canada or back, through Alaska, the Inner Passage, was just being in the hot tub, enjoying the views outside. The hot tubs on these Alaska cruises are definitely hotter than the ones in the Caribbean, so definitely cold getting out of it. Make sure you have that towel and dry clothes, but it was so wonderful, so relaxing, so definitely use those bathing suits that you packed. Now, lastly, number 10, make sure you eat some of the local Alaskan food. You will not be disappointed. Of course, it's not free like the cruise ship. I know everybody enjoys, the especially free food in the main dining room, specialty restaurants, all that good stuff on the cruise ships. However, again, this is probably going to be one of your only opportunities to eat fresh Alaskan local food, you know, whether it's fish, crab, lobster, reindeer. I mean, they have everything and it tastes absolutely amazing. So, you know, help yourself. You know, what we did personally, we enjoyed, you know, little appetizers here and there. We'd share plates because we typically eat on the ship, you know, go to port, have a little snack, do whatever we're doing, maybe get one more snack, and then back on the ship for our main meals. Of course, you can do whatever you want to do, but it worked well for us. We tried quite a bit of great food, great beers, and great mixed drinks. So, but that's the list. Hopefully this video helped everybody out that's either thinking about going to Alaska or already, you know, booked on a cruise to Alaska. If you've been to Alaska before, let me know some of your tips and tricks, or when you get back from your Alaska cruise, you know, come into the comment section, let me know, you know, what helped, what didn't. Would love to read all of it. Now again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. We do regular cruise content, whether it's vlogs, informational videos like this, and anything in between. We also do lives with other creators quite a bit, and would love to have you, you know, be a part of this great community. As always, thank you so much for your support. Hopefully we'll see you right back here in the next video or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.